guys, welcome to my channel Bavarian Bites. I'm Kiki Johnson and today we're gonna make a super summery German cheesecake recipe. Apricot crumble cheesecake. Guys, it all starts with a classic German cheesecake filling using Quark as a main ingredient. If you don't have Quark where you live, I will show you what to use instead. To the cheesecake filling, we're adding some ripe, juicy apricots. If apricots are not in season when you're watching this video, you can use canned apricots or even frozen apricots will work. What takes this cheesecake to the next level is the crunchy streusel topping. Why is the crumble topping so delicious? Well, because we're adding some slivered pistachios to it. I brought these babies back from my vacation to Turkey, but I know these can be kind of pricey, so if you don't want to use pistachios, you can use any other nut like almonds or hazelnuts or walnuts or really whichever nut you have on hand, or just skip the nuts altogether, it will still taste delicious. Okay, without further ado, let's get baking.
Remove your ingredients from the fridge 30 minutes before you start baking. Slowly melt the butter, combine your flour, sugar and salt in a mixing bowl, stir everything together with a whisk and add your melted butter. Combine everything using the hook attachments of your hand mixer. You can obviously also use a stand mixer until you have a crumbly texture just like so. Add about 2/3 of your crumble mixture to your 10-inch springform pan. Press into the bottom and sides of your pan to form a crust. I went up the sides about 4 centimeters, that's about 1.5 inches. Now to the remaining third of your crumble mixture, add your chopped pistachios if you're using and combine everything with your fingers. Now go ahead and chop your apricots. I cut every half in 3 pieces and then the other half of the apricots I left as halves for the topping. Now beat the remaining softened butter with a pinch of salt and your sugar until light and fluffy. It takes about 3 to 4 minutes. Then you want to add 1 egg after another, beating each egg in for about 30 seconds before adding the next. I use a hand mixer at medium speed for this. Scrape down the sides of your bowl with a kitchen spatula once in a while to make sure everything is combined nicely. You can also use a stand mixer with a paddle attachment for this. Now it's time to add our room temperature Quark or drained Greek yogurt or cream cheese, whatever you're using, and combine everything with the egg and sugar mixture. As I said, make sure it's softened already. It makes combining everything way easier. Now we add the cornstarch, give everything a good stir. And as the last addition, we're adding the room temperature sour cream. Creme fraiche also works here. At this point, I like to switch to a handheld whisk. That way we're making sure we're not trapping too much air in our mixture. Add half of your sliced apricots to the bottom of your crust. And now comes the best part. We're pouring our cheesecake mixture over those apricot slices. Smooth everything out with a spatula. And now it's already time to top our cheesecake with our apricot halves. I'm using halved apricots here, but you can obviously also use sliced apricots. You do you. As a final step before baking, we're sprinkling our pistachio crumble topping on top of our apricots. Bake for about 90 minutes at 320 Fahrenheit, 160 Celsius. To prevent the crumble topping from running too much, you can cover the cake during the last half of baking or during the last half hour. To get those gorgeous slices, let the cake cool down to room temperature, then refrigerate it overnight. The link to the full recipe is in the description. If you like this recipe, leave me a comment and subscribe to my channel. Happy baking!